Respected moderator, panelist and the esteemed audience, good afternoon to you all. I'll take off from where Mr. Khaled just left because I come from Mumbai. The location that which is towards Sakinaka, in fact, I pass through that place every day while commuting from Powai to the airport. And it's absolutely right. It really, I also at times I wonder whether there is a real emergency, whether the ambulance can actually reach the hospital or the patient's house. You're right. So Adani Airports is relatively new in the business. We took over Trivandrum Airport, operation and management of Trivandrum Airport just 6 to 7 months back. Prior to that, we had taken 3 more airports, Lucknow, Ahmedabad and Mangalore. Now we have another 3, and in between we took Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. So in our portfolio, we now have 8 airports. So if I put all the 8 airports, pre-COVID level, we handled say something like 80 million passengers, which is roughly 30% of the entire India's traffic. So we have very big and very good plans for Trivandrum. If you look at our Adani Airport's purpose, the purpose is that says it all. We want to be one of the most admired airports. We want to create lifestyle destinations. We want to create give sustainable value to all the stakeholders. So Trivandrum Airport, I remember, I completely agree with you that it has not grown the way it should have had grown. I remember during 1991 when I was in Airports Authority of India, there were only 4 international airports, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai and Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta and Chennai. This was the 5th one. At that time we used to really think that Trivandrum Airport is going to be really big, but it really didn't come up the way we had thought, everybody had thought. So today, if I look at Trivandrum Airport, the passenger that's being handled is very, very less actually. It's in the range of pre-COVID level, it was something like 4 million passengers. So 4 million is very less if I look at the entire India's 274 million. For the domestic, I'm talking only of the domestic, 274, something like 66. So total pre-COVID level, it was something like 340 odd. So out of that, Trivandrum is just 3.94 million, which is very, very less actually. So now, after taking over the airport, we believe that this city needs seamless connectivity and we're trying our best. So we have started preparing our master plans. But yes, this city has challenges because it has, which is an advantage as well as a disadvantage. Advantage is that, as you rightly said, this airport is absolutely within the city. You want to travel to any destination, you want to reach the airport, it will not take more than 20 minutes, I think. That's roughly not more than 20 minutes. But yes, in a big city like Mumbai, it can take you something like say 1 hour to 2.5 hours in that range. But then this advantage also becomes a disadvantage because we are within the city, we really cannot expand. If I look at the total area available at Trivandrum Airport, it's just 626 acres. If I compare it with other airports across the country, leave apart Mumbai. Mumbai is again very, very, very badly constrained. We just have 1,900 acres of land and we're handling something like 5 crore passengers in a year, whereas Trivandrum is handling 34 lakhs, around 40 lakhs. So if I compare it with, say, Delhi has something like 5,000 acres, Bangalore, 4,500 acres, Hyderabad in the range of 5,500 acres, Trivandrum, we just have 626 acres. So, but still, we have to excel within the constraints. Even if 626 acres are available, we have to see what little bit we cannot aspire to have 1,000 acres in a city like Trivandrum for sure. So the master plan that we are preparing, we have taken up the matter with the government to get some land, and with that land we have prepared a master plan keeping a 50-year horizon, and we are thinking we are going to make the master plan, the terminal buildings to handle something like by 2040 we are expecting that this city will be requiring the passenger demand to meet the facility to meet the demand of around say 23 odd million passengers, considering a growth of 7 to 8%, around 7 to 8% annual growth, because this growth is more or less linked to the economic GDP growth. So it will be something like 20 to 23 million by around 2040. It will be in that range. But the problem here is, Trivandrum is, what we have seen is, because of the non-availability of land at one stretch in one particular space, we will still continue to have, we may continue to have two terminal buildings. Terminal 1, which is the near Sankmugam side, and Terminal 2, which is near Chakai side. We'll continue to have both, and we'll be increasing the capacity of mainly the terminal at the international terminal. We are planning to increase that capacity so that the passenger gets a seamless experience of an integrated terminal. So that's what we are planning. So we will, it will have, so currently, yes, you are right, the total number of domestic destinations is just only 9 destinations from here, and internationally we have 12 destinations from Trivandrum, and 12 international flights operating here. We are already working with all the domestic carriers. We are requesting Vistara to start. Currently, Vistara has one flight to Delhi. We are requesting them, and they are likely to start a double Delhi to Delhi, because today we see that reaching Delhi is actually very, very difficult. It takes, if you don't get a direct flight, if you have to route via some other city, it takes around 5 hours. So actually you cannot go on the same day and return on the same day. So we want to have double Delhi flights from, we have requested them, and they are quite positive about it. From 15th we are starting a direct, not direct, but at least a connecting flight from Bombay. Next, we already have 2, so this will be the 3rd flight from Trivandrum to Bombay, and then Bombay to Ahmedabad. So we are trying to connect Ahmedabad to Trivandrum. We are also working with the airlines to connect to various cities like Calcutta, then Cochin, Calcutta, Bhubaneswar, then Guwahati, Lucknow, Goa. These are the cities that we are trying to connect. And similarly, we are also working with other international airlines to increase the connectivity. And we are very, very confident that in the next 1 or 2 years, we said Vision 2025, Vision 2025 will have much more connectivity than what we have today. And most likely by 2025, maybe that will be a little early, but we'll have a new terminal building also. Whether it's on the near Terminal 1 or Terminal 2, that we'll be deciding after the master plans are completed. And we think that this place has a lot of potential because of the tourism and the high literacy, and it is connecting the southernmost part of the country. That is a very big catchment area, and with KRL coming up, the catchment area will definitely grow than what it is today, and we will have more flights and more passengers from this city, and we will give Trivandrum, the importance of Trivandrum airport, we are very confident that we will be regaining that position in the next few years. Thank you.